In a hot summer day, in the street of Manila, there was a good-looking boy named Dave Pangilinan, and a good-looking girl named Trixie Gonzalez. While they are enjoying their lovely view, there is mysterious and also good-looking guy. His name is Jerome Pondales.
Hey babe, can we talk for a while?
What is it, babe? It is Jerome again?
Jerome is being such a stupid-minded right now. See crazy babe.
Babe, just ignore everything that comes in our way. Besides, you are all I ever need right now. And
Okay, alright babe, I do really have trust on you. So I don't wanna waste it, and I really love you.
They both stood up, and Dave takes her to his car and drive her home. And while on the road, Trixie is still thinking of how long do they want to stay in this position, like their relationship is hidden in their parents' eye.
Babe, are you alright?
nothing. I'm just thinking of something very important in our part.
And Dave kissed her on her forehead and started to drive again on their way to Trixie's home. Dave saw her parents staring up on their way through in front of their home. And Dave started to wake up the sleeping Trixie, and suddenly she wake up and get out of the car and get to her home. After the wonderful night, Trixie get out of her bed and goes downstairs.
So who is the guy that drives you home? I bet he is a better lad than Jerome.
Of course, Dad!
No, my lovely husband. He is no good for our wonderful daughter.
I think, Princess, your mom is right.
But Dad, Mom!
But we don't like him, Trixie. We want what is the best for you, and who will give you a better life in the future days.
Trixie stood up and burst out her anger, but her mom also stood up and stopped her.
Will you please not be very disrespectful to us? And if you do really love that, then you must gonna face him to us tomorrow.
Trixie nods and go to her room, and when she got there, she picked up her phone and called Dave.
Hey babe, what's up?
Babe, my family wants to meet you.
It's your parent?
Tomorrow, babe. Because they really want to meet you na eh.
Okay babe, I'll be tomorrow real quick.
Trixie dropped the call, and suddenly she heard a knock on her door.
Jerome is downstairs, and he said he wants to meet you. Would you?
Trixie refused her mother's command, and after she resisted, her mother come closer to her and hold her arms that too much tight. Her mother's unhold her and get out of the room, and leaving there almost crying. But she tried to fight back. She get out of her room and go downstairs, and she see Jerome holding a bouquet of flowers.
Jerome, why are you here?
Because I want you to give this my all from my heart.
She refused to take it, and she looked again to her mother, and she can see her mother's expression turn to red. So, she got no choice but to take it. Trixie smiles, and her father called out her best maids to take him to the dining area and prepare him a wonderful dinner.
My lovely ladies, come on now, before the meal start to get cold right now.
Trixie nods in sadness. Despite that, she has no will to express herself about her relationship in the house. And it is the same as Dave, that he has no will to express his love for Trixie to his family, because his family are always disagreeing to his plans in life. So, he got no choice but to keep their love a secret. Later that night, Dave is getting ready to meet Trixie's parents. Dave's mother comes in his room and saw him in good-looking up clothes.
Where are you going for my beautiful life?
I'm just going for my friend's house.
Friend's house or in Trixie's house?
Dave gets in the car and starts to drive. Then Dolores starts to think of what he had said. Her permission? She quickly chased the car, but she didn't.
Dave, come back here. Take the brat.
After that, Dave saw Trixie waiting on him outside of their house, and Dave quickly parks his car and got in out to kiss her.
Are you ready to meet my parents?
Of course babe, but what if they don't like me to be yours?
As soon as Dave got his foot into their house, he can already feel the tension towards him and his parents.
Son, your name is Dave, right?
Hey madam, my name is Dave Pangilinan.
I'm so sorry, Trix, but I don't want him. I want you to be with Jerome.
This is the limit. I don't want to be with that person who doesn't want my heart one.
And they didn't even realize Dave is there. So Dave was literally crying of what he heard from them.
I still didn't want Dave.
Can you please stop?
3 months passed. Trixie is not still in good shape because she got a great depression about what happened last 3 months. So the one of their maid is still her companion all the way, but it won't help. Not until someone tried to call her, and surprisingly, it's Dave. After that moment, Dave drives again to Trixie's house and suddenly, Dave saw her parents drive by. So he get himself into rush and he get inside of their house and then he finally see Trixie smiling at him. So he hugged him and her parents saw them and they realized that how many bloodshots that been taken in Trixie's heart is still the same as the old one, that whatever they do, they did not even get them separated. And her parents starts to beg him for his forgiveness, and thankfully he did forgive them. And after all of their incidents are been long gone, after 2 months, they've been graduated and engaged. So this message has been triggered to Jerome's mind. So sadly, Jerome takes his life because of the pain and sadness that he didn't get what he wanted. After 3 years, they have a successful life together and have kids.
Hey babe, I love you.
I love you until my last breath.
And both of them laughed at each other. And that's the happily ever after.
The purpose of the story is to entertain and to inspire, explore an idea and teach us something about love. That love understands and accepts differences. Let's face it, we're all different. Even identical twins are not exactly the same. They have different experiences and outlooks about the world. Real love doesn't make other people wrong for being different. When people truly love another person, they accept their differences. Many people are barriers in a relationship with love. Just because you are in a relationship doesn't mean there is true love present. One of the things we try to teach kids is that there is a clear difference between a want and a need. Needing someone is a feeling based in fear. You fear that you cannot live without them, so you need them. And remember, fear is the opposite of love. Wanting someone in your life gives them the freedom to live, but still, show them you love them.